what do we want from this border shop? We could repair, but Mark 1s don't really interest me anymore. I have 3 other frigates I can use. Kind of feel like just getting some fuel and then just saying, okay, let's go. We do have a quest beacon. There's our quest beacon for Dr. Londa. We should upgrade before the fight, because I have no idea what to expect. A weapon dock is unnecessary. We don't even have another gun. Nope, we haven't picked one up yet on this run. Well, I guess we have a Sub-Zero gun. That's it, though. We have officers. Maybe we can, shove one in proximity defense on the hull. That doesn't even seem that important. Ground distress. Honestly, HP might be what I want. We'll upgrade our health. There you go. Just in case something goes horribly wrong, and we'll spend the rest of our scrap just upgrading ourselves if we can. So, I think what we can do is from Alpha Horus, we could go back to the entrance and then over to Beta Nefacht. I want to go here because there's 3 anomalies, a trade beacon, a secret military base, and this is much more lucrative than this lower path, but I want to hit the quest first. Because I think you only spend fuel if you go to a new jump, not backwards to an old jump. Or sorry, the warning only progresses if you go to a new jump. You spend fuel going backwards, but it doesn't cost time. Church battleship. Thank Oberon, an Imperial ship. You're only a child, yes I am, like everyone else. We know what these ones are. Please talk to the children and let me fight them. It's always the church kids. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, child. Battleship, you're going down. I think that if you don't ambush them, they still attack you, so we might as well ambush them. Now, church ships. Cruisers and frigates is their bread and butter. They also have a Tesla generator, which is very annoying. Lethal firing and advanced reload. Man, their gun fires every 9 seconds and it lasts for 8 seconds. That's the kind of generator I want. Well, if they have frigates, fighters, and cruisers, I'm gonna want my drone, I'm gonna want my cruisers out, I'm gonna want my good frigates out. We have the advantage, so we'll push the advantage. I don't think we need to save our gun. I'm just gonna shoot it immediately just to do damage. No, that's stupid. Attack their units when they come out. And we will try to push forward with the time that we have, but going through these asteroids is definitely a slow process. You know what is a good idea, I think? Just taking out, or hitting 2 ships for 1 shot. Now, I don't know why they did that. That seems like a very silly plan. No, wait. I want them to move out of the asteroid field, then I'll teleport behind them. Until that happens, we will try to go around them. So, oh, they're out of the asteroid field. Oh no, I'm not gonna, what are we gonna do? We do a lot of damage quickly. And we're gonna move out of the Tesla field. Easy as pie. Weapon offline. You might as well go after the squadron temporarily. You might as well help. You might as well just keep shooting the weapon. And you can teleport into the asteroid field and take out their squadrons. Might as well do damage to the second hull bar while we have a minute. We kind of managed to steal a little bit of time, but I'll take it. Excellent. Tesla field active, but we ran out of the way of it. Yo, the Tesla field will kill asteroids if there's no enemies in the asteroid. I had no idea. Not all your children are like that, are they? No, Kaliban, just the evil ones. So yes, most of them. Go to the beacon, 193 scrap, decent ship we've got here, at least from the perspective of frigates. We have a lot of good frigates. Kosh battleship, yep, that looks like Londa all right. Admiral Idaho, it's so wonderful to see you again. Is it just me? Or do you also get the feeling that if things were different, if I wasn't, say, performing crude brain operations on innocent children, that you and I would be the best of friends? You're going down, Londa. Just me, I guess. Now, is this going to be just like your standard battle, or is it going to be super tough? Looks like it's just going to be your standard battle, which means that our order of operations is basically the same as it's always been. Try to get to the asteroid field quickly. Actually, we should probably hide behind the asteroid field. We have drones to teleport behind their frigates. Dude, perfect. Looks like they are trying to flank. That's not gonna work. And teleport, lock them down again. That's absurdly easy, and I don't even think they did any damage. Nope, they didn't even do any. They didn't even hit the asteroid field. I love it. Now they have more frigates incoming. That'll be a little scary. So we're gonna go here and hit their gun, and you are going to charge your teleport field. And honestly, you're just gonna go here and hit their squadron. I want to take them down as quickly as possible. We have a gun, hit their squadron. You know what, just break the hull. We may or may not be able to have time to hit their squadron dock. I don't think we're gonna have time to hit their squadron dock. So instead of, I was gonna say instead of being adjacent to their ship and taking damage, we're not gonna do that, but I think we're just gonna wait for the enemies to spawn and then lock them down like we usually do. Frigate or fighter? The frigate's in range of the cruiser, so they're gonna die in a split second. I'll take out, or I'll lock down these adjacent fighters. Ah, these ones are actually going after my drones, huh? How about you motherfucking drones? They popped their teleport shockwave to lock down the fighters they were adjacent to. I didn't think that was something that would happen. That's a surprise to me. Enemy weapon ready to fire, they're not gonna kill me. Okay. Now you lock down the ships, hit the enemy, we're just gonna take them down as quickly as we can. Yoink! 66 scrap, Londa's dead. Good news, sir. We're receiving messages from nearby stations and planets, thanking us for taking care of that monster. A lot of folks want to join our cause. 7 commandos. Now, are they mechanical nightmares, or are they actual people? I was kind of hoping for a little bit more out of Londa, like a death speech, you know, like we get from all of the cluster bosses we fight. But no, it's just like, all right, he's dead. We got 7 commandos from that. That's something. So if we go backwards, time will not progress, and then we can go to this sector here. I think. System will become hostile after the next jump. Nope, I screwed it up. Well, you know, you live and learn. I really thought that you could go backwards from a jump and it wouldn't actually progress time at all. All right, well, I mean, we have to go this way. Oh, wait, was there a path down I could take? Was that what it was? Now I really want to look at the star map. No, we're safe. Are we safe? I don't know. Pirate satellite, it's unguarded. We got 51 scrap. What's going on? No, we did it right, I think. Did we? I think we did it right. Yeah, we did it right, because this counted as our like extra +1 jump from one of these connecting node lines. I think we did it right. I think we did it right. Yeah, system will become hostile after the next jump between systems. We went to the entrance, so as a result of going to the entrance, it didn't count, I think. Whatever. Here's what we're gonna do. Scavenge fuel. Jump around. I think we're in the clear. Another pirate? No, tell us. Want to see the stars? Want to protect your loved ones against hostile enemies? Sign up today for the fleet. If it's good for Admiral Idaho, it's good enough for you. You plebs. Secret military base, nothing going on, nothing going wrong. We have plenty of commandos, so we might as well risk a few of them. We started this run at like, we got down to 1 commando, I think. Now we're at 23. It's a little ridiculous. Cruiser longbow. The longbow is an incredible cruiser. It has +1 range, so it can fire from like 2 tiles behind your ships. I love that longbow. Lots of fighting, and we got 2 fuel. So we lost a couple of crew for 2 fuel. I mean, the fuel's worth a lot. We need it. But that cruiser, man, like, let's just check it out. The cruiser prototype has a range of 2. The longbow has a range of 3. But in reality, it's a range of 2 or 3. It can hit between 2 or 3. So it actually has just much better positioning. Like, you can just shoot enemies as they try to flank you. I love that. Like, the longbow is I think, incredible. I love the cruisers in general. They just do so much damage that if you can properly position your cruisers, you're in for a good time. Sir, Ganima. I'd forgotten, but it is in the Kosh cluster. Achievement unlocked, back to Ganima. After everything that happened here, this must be hard for you, sir. So Ganima is the planet of the survivalists. Interesting that it's in the Kosh cluster. The survivalists believe that the machines are taking away our humanity by doing everything for us and making us less. And we were sent by Oberon to quell their little rebellion. They had kind of blockaded themselves into some systems and were building fleets just to live on their own, like without omnis, I guess. It's a vitrified planet because the story goes that we took our battleship, filled it full of nukes, and then Ender's gamed directly onto the surface. But just for the story, we'll make sure that we talk to Kaliban. Ganima is the planet where the original Idaho is said to have died. Vaughn, the drunken, totally unreliable veteran who was in our brig for neo-end theft, told you that the original Idaho died putting down a terrorist insurrection on this planet. The original Idaho is said to have alone crashed a ship loaded with Makers of Darkness nuclear warheads onto Ganima, vitrifying the survivalists and saving the Empire at the same time. After his death, he was mourned by hundreds of thousands back in Elysium, the capital of the Empire, and Oberon declared he was the greatest hero the Empire had ever known. Why did they not want the Omnis? As incomprehensible as it is, the survivalists believed the Empire would be better off without them. Relying on Omnis made your kind something less than human. Let's do a quick contact. Glass planet. No response? Investigate. We have 2 commandos. Lean? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Sure. I don't know. Guess I just figured that after everything that happened, maybe you prefer we moved on. Don't presume, Captain. It's not in your job description. Making a note not to presume, sir. We're on our way. Sir, we're here. Sure enough, everything is covered in a layer of glass. Those nukes you used vitrified this place, the grass, the trees, even the people. It's like they've been preserved. The survivalist, just as they were sitting at the moment the original Idaho crashed his ship. Unfortunately, we haven't found any salvageable resources. Everything is useless in the condition it's in. I guess Vaughn's story was true then. The original you died a hero's death saving the Empire. That settles things, doesn't it? I suppose you're right, machine. I thought being here might trigger something, some sort of recall. And has it? No, unfortunately not. Well, maybe it's for the best. Maybe this is one memory you wouldn't particularly enjoy. I don't know whether it's better to have painful memories or not, machine. But also, when was our clone taken? You know, if our clone snapshot was taken before we killed ourselves, we wouldn't remember anyways. Why would you ever want painful memories? Because they are my memories, or at least the original Idaho's. And without those emotional memories, good or bad, I wonder who I am. But never mind all that. Return to the ship, Captain. We have a lot of ground to cover yet. We'll be back before you know it. No wreckage of the battleship either? I guess the nukes would have destroyed it. Let's be honest. And that was Beta Nefact DV-187 in the Beta Nefact system. So I guess, you know, I don't know if Beta Nefact is where this planet is always located. I don't know. I don't know if the systems change like that in the game, but I'm glad we took the detour, huh? We found another little main mission planet. All right, that was cool. This church beacon appears damaged, fried from an electromagnetic storm. Easy scrap for the taking, the best kind there is. Okay. Army depot, we have 400 scrap. Buy guns and buy squadrons. Civilian ship. Imperial ship. Who knew we'd ever be happy to see the likes of you? Prisoner captain. We're a group of prisoners who've escaped our prison station by building a crude junk ship. Prisoners, you're lucky you haven't started firing. Yeah, lucky. We're lucky to be in a homemade ship in this post-apocalyptic universe. So we can give them fuel, and they will give us something. We have the fuel for it. We can give them fuel. We're going to be jumping to another sector in a second. Arrest the prisoners. I wonder what happens if you arrest the prisoners. We'll ask them about their crimes. Falsely imprisoned, that's what they all say. Have some fuel. And we get a weapon. I like a weapon. Piercing Laser Mark II. I mean, it's an upgrade. I'm not really using the Sub-Zero gun that effectively, but we can upgrade our ship and just equip the gun. But let's check out the shop real quick. Now, this is what I'm looking for. Tesla Fuel Generator Mark III, 13 seconds, not 50 seconds, like the XL version. Could get a Cruiser Mark IV Longbow or 4 Minotaur. 80 health, 70 PS, the longbow. Insane damage. Dude, honestly, I kind of just want these two ships. Another longbow and another fighter would probably be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Just do it. And then, you know, we have a fighter Mark IV, 2 longbow cruisers. What do we not need? Well, we don't need the fighter Mark I. We have 2 good frigates. I don't think we need a frigate Mark I. The drone is still useful. Do we need the Mark II prototype cruiser? I don't see why we would. Let's sell that. So now we have 187 scrap. A couple of guns. We will equip these guns. Buy some fuel. Don't need the commando. Upgrade the weapon dock. Equip the gun. What I'm gonna do though is equip it like this, just so it's a little bit in order, and then we will jump out of here. That was a very worthwhile system, wasn't it? So we have to beeline the exit. So I think we should go 335. There's no station here, but there's a lot of scrap. We can always upgrade our hull points. Our squadrons, our weapons are good. Aki Beacon. And I really like the cruisers, because the cruisers, they just deal so much damage over your other ships that they kill so fast. I mean, what was it, like 13 DPS on those cruisers? That's insane. It's fantastic, and I hope we can get fuel. Imperial ship. It's a wrecked ship, from the looks of it. You again, I told you, leave us alone, James Gekas. Strange, this captain thinks he's seen our battleship before. Sir, they're on the attack. Our own brothers and sisters. It's a trap. They are crazy. Fighter, 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 frigate. And a piercing laser. Fighter, 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 frigate. Well, if it's fighter, 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 frigate, we want frigate, frigate, and we also want longbow, longbow. We'll take a look at the range. Okay, they shot me immediately. Like, look at the range of these longbows. As they are approaching my frigates, we're just gonna be taking pot shots at them. It's lovely. It's wonderful. And actually, I can swap the position of the Magneto frigate, and then this longbow can fire over the other frigates. But you know what? I don't think that matters too much. Let's just kind of push forward slightly. Yeah. We'll just do a little bit of a rotation here. Oop, they are getting in range of my cruiser, but that's fine, cause give me a little freeze. Man, that's such a good ship. Advanced critical repair, love it. Like, it's so good. I mean, it's 17 and 15 DPS respectively. Stop shooting my ships. Seven, 6, 5, 4, refuse, 3, 2, 1. What am I counting down? I'm counting down their enemy reinforcements, which are coming in very shortly. I'm gonna take out their squadron dock real quick. At least they only got one ship out, honestly. Yeah, just kill them. Sorry that we had to kill our own ship, but you know what? It had to happen. Station. Scrapper's battleship behind the station. Hard to tell if it's hiding out of some kind of vulnerability or is part of a trap. Got cheap for you. We're picking up a pretty significant data vulnerabilities in that mainframe. Scrapper is vulnerable to hacking. We don't have a hacker, but we can ambush the Scrapper and then kill him. We can attempt to threaten the Scrapper. Honestly, just ambush him. There's only one good kind of Scrapper, a dead one. I've never heard you say that. No, I'm gonna start. Maybe we could, where's the ship? There it is. Maybe we could, you know, give them an opportunity to surrender, but I'd rather just go in ablazing. Hate the flat cannon. Frigates, no thank you. We'll go, one fighter, one frigate. Send in a frigate. Now we'll send in the Magneto frigate. I like having that ability to pull aggro. And then we will do our best to get there before their ships are launched. We have guns available though, so we can take some pot shots like, oh hey, boomer drones. They deal 18 damage when they explode. And they have 23 HP. Oh, that is too good. That is too good. They are gonna explode, but oh well. That did more than 18 damage on explosion. I think that did double damage to the frigates. I guess it does make sense. So you're gonna go there. Don't go through that. Go like this. And then if we can take out their squadron before they can fire more ships at me, that'd be great. Excellent. I have another ship. Send my ships in. What do they have? Drone, fighter, fighter, fighter. Well, we have a fighter and a cruiser, and enemy reinforcements are coming in 20 seconds. All right, tell you what. Cruiser, you go there. Cruiser, you go there. The frigate will go in the asteroid field, and the fighter will go adjacent. Why frigate in the asteroid field? Because it'll take the aggro. They'll shoot at the frigate because they're in the asteroid field and they won't be able to hit anything. Although they are trying to flank a little bit, but you know what? Here, take you out. Freeze you. Kill him. We get an Impaler cruiser. Just gonna sell it. I'd much rather use one of my own cruisers for that purpose. Because what I don't like about the Impaler is that it does, in 10 seconds, 16 damage. That's 1.6 DPS. These ones do 15. 10 times as much, and they can shoot other ships. Like, the Impalers are just way too slow. Now, they don't, whoops. They don't need, or they shouldn't be super strong, because it's super annoying if the enemy ship has them, but, like, I just find it to be incredibly slow. It's not what I'm looking for. Pre-shutdown beacon. Looking to make a difference in the Empire? Yes, 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 we know. We'll make a difference. We're out of fuel. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not. At least we got 2. Now, there is a shipyard. We'll be able to buy fuel there. So, let us do the secret military base. Fighting off the scrapper. There's one reason that I love these away missions, and that's because, unlike all the other beacons, if you get into combat, you still get the benefit of the jump. You still get the planet to explore. It's so nice. 8 seconds, huh? You know, I'm just gonna send out the other frigate. They have drones, but I have guns, I have longbows. I'm not really worried about their tiny ass little drones. And you know what, you can just stay right there. Okay. What is that, flak cannon? Whoa! 10 random cells in a large area. It hit an asteroid, Oh no, these are space instabilities. Any unit going through or being hit will be teleported to at least 4 cells in any random direction. Did the projectile shoot at a space instability which caused it to teleport? Is that what happened? And why are they teleporting through the space instabilities? That seems like a very bad idea. By the way, one of my guns is ready. Got him. All right, let's 4 cells away in any direction. 28 seconds. All right, you know what? Let's just go. Man, their flak gun had a good shot. It hit 3 of my units. You know, this is a weird one. I kind of feel like hanging back. We have the advantage, you know, our frigates, they, and our longbows, we can easily kill our squadrons as they come in. I'm kind of the opinion that maybe what we should do is just take pot shots with our guns. So we got a longbow. We'll send out a longbow. We'll send out a frigate. And we'll just do the same thing again. Might not be a great idea to have frigates out against drones, but I guess the idea is that we're going to take them out so quickly that it's not really going to matter. And now I'm thinking maybe we do go into the asteroid field and take the fight to them. Like, that'll be 4 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Or we could just retreat. Like, try to bait out a shot. And wait for one more iteration here. We should probably try to get into the asteroid fields. They missed. So we should go aggressive. Now they do have more units spawning in. Slightly annoying, but that's what the longbows are for. They teleported. I guess Does the enemy not know where the space instabilities are, or are the space instabilities themselves teleporting? I don't know. It feels like there's some weirdness going on there. They have more enemies coming out in like 2 seconds. Just push forward, let the longbows, you know, get ready. They're shooting one of my longbows? Hold on. Don't do that. Thank you. I really don't want this longbow to be destroyed. So let's retreat it. Why not? Slow play. Cold play. Slow it down some. Okay, weapon destroyed, hull bar destroyed. I was kind of hoping to hit a squadron. That's fine. My weapons are ready, which means, hey, frigate v drone, bonus damage versus frigates. Let me do a little bit of a shot. And honestly, kill him as fast as possible. Frigate and boomer drones. They're gonna hit my cruiser again, aren't they? Flippin' assholes. Oh, I went through a spatial instability. I guess that's good. We might lose a frigate, because they're gonna explode for like 36 damage. Maybe it is actually 18 damage. Whatever, we made it. 69 scrap, perfect. Away mission, after doing the battleship. Plenty of rewards from this beacon. There's a sandworm. But we have so many commandos that I'm perfectly acceptable risking the lives of commandos in order to have an officer guaranteed survive and get a lot of loot. I am okay with this. This is not a problem. Not a problem at all. Absolutely continue. And we even got 2/3 of the sandworm. Scrap. We're probably going to get into 1 or 2 more combats. But we did get a boomer drone. I'll take it. That's the last combat. I'll take a boomer drone. That's half decent. You know, if we need... Yeah, go ahead. If we need a drone, that's a good drone to have if you're in an emergency. Kosh beacon. Make sure your enemies are fully dead. Lots of fuel. Crafter drones. Kinetic converter. Hull damage is weapon reload reduction. Don't need it. Tactical log neurosphere. Don't need it. Alpha crafter, cooldown 20 seconds. Create a patched, temporary crafted one drone that will disappear at the end of the fight. Right, so this is a drone unit that you put in the back of the field, and every 20 seconds you get a free drone. You could get 100 drones if you wait 2,000 seconds. I don't see the point. I don't see the point because we have such good ships already. Mark IIs, Mark IIIs, Mark IVs, cruisers, fighters, frigates. This is a weird run. You know, we've had runs where we've had a lot of high-powered weapons and bad squadrons going up against cloaked fighters. This is like the exact opposite. We have lots of really good squadrons, and we're just kind of obliterating on that front, and I love it. So there's nothing here that we want. We bought a lot of fuel. That's going to be enough fuel to get us through the next couple of jumps. We'll go to Row, all barren, and that'll be it. That'll be the last jump. We could go to the army depot first, but I'll be honest with you, I feel like we don't need to buy anything else. I feel like I should just upgrade my ship. You know, get the last hull bars, get I don't know. Heavily charged trap scrap from the star. You're like, what do we want? What do we want? We just want more HP, and we should be able to survive the fight against the cluster boss. We're fresh out of supplies. That'd be a first. How can I... That's about the day of the shutdown. I feel like we've had this encounter before, but it's a day like any other, and everything went quiet. Yeah, we've done this before. Used to be a planet for the Aki making Omnis. Yeah, we've seen this planet in the Aki sector. So we're going to help the colony, we're going to give them some scrap. We get a battleship weapon. It's a plasma nuke Mark III. Probably not going to equip it. Honestly, because again, we're not weapon focused. We are focused on squadrons hitting other squadrons really hard and killing them in about 2 seconds. We can lose some commandos. I really don't care. I hate to say it, but we do not care about losing commandos. This is the last away mission. We'll be ambushed by mutated creatures, but you know... Ooh, unfortunate. As long as my officer does not get carried away, we'll be fine. Carried away like he's getting killed by a dinosaur in Jurassic World. $82 scrap, 2 fuel. Acceptable, 273 scrap. Well, dock recovery could be nice, but we haven't lost a squadron for like the past multiple sectors, huh? So you know, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. Maybe we'll find a shop. I think it could happen. I'm a banker. Please buy stuff from my shops. Please, Admiral, you have to help us. These monsters have us locked away in here. Ah, scrappers. Scrapper station, baby station. Have to free the woman. So we've done this before. We lost the 50-50 route, but I would have liked to have seen a blue option here. Like if you have an espionage, you can send your officer over to the station to free the survivors, but we'll send in commandos, 50-50 chance. Sir, it was a trap. Oh no! Yeah, this happened last time too. Too bad. Now we have your baby makers. Blow up the station and your captured troops. Why not? Can you blow up the station, Lieutenant? With enough explosives, I could blow up just about anything. But this station, sir? Aren't some of our men and women still in there? That's right, Lieutenant, but what they're about to experience, that's no kind of life. And also, by the time we get back to... I forget the name of the planet. Gehenna. As soon as we get back to Gehenna, we're just going to clone them anyways. Got a point there. Let's send some of our men and women off with some fireworks, shall we? Look, you will die for me, Admiral Idaho, over and over again. Learn to accept it. What are you still doing here, Admiral? I've decided to blow up your little station. Ha! You lie. You wouldn't kill your own men and women, not a weak Imperial like you. I wouldn't? Oh, beep. And it's gone. It's done, sir. That baby maker station is nothing but scrap now. Then bring it in! And let's get out of here. Well, I mean... Is that technically worth the trade? I don't know. We don't need commandos, but I don't want to have 0. I'll be honest with you, Admiral. I'm gonna need a good reason not to end you. Surrender, pirate. There's no way you can win this. Ah, fine, I surrender. The pirates are just so laughable. I love it. Oh, hey, look, another pirate. They're dangerous. This is a dangerous place. There are pirates around here. I think you're so smart, huh? Drones, fighters, drones, fighters. Well, we want a fighter. What is this? Electromagnetic storm. All units caught in the storm will be completely deactivated for 3 seconds. It's all clustered on one corner of the map. Well, it does not matter to me that they have drones or fighters, because we have longbows. We will just make sure that our units are... They have a lot of ships, admittedly, but we'll make sure our units are capable of hitting their ships as they get close. That's not my Magneto frigate. I wanted to put the Magneto frigate here so that it would protect the cruisers from damage, but it is the wrong frigate type, unfortunately. Weapons ready to fire. You might as well shoot him, honestly. 9.5 seconds. We can't get around it, so we're gonna have to go like here. 12, 12, 12, 12, 10 seconds. 8 seconds. We can get around it here. Frigate. 8.7 seconds, you can get around. And fighters, 16 seconds, you can get around. Just get through this before the electromagnetic storm hits, please. Weapons ready to fire. You might as well shoot. Taking out their squadrons would be nice. No, they're gonna get units appearing. So accept it, learn to love it. Knock out their units when we can. Our longbows will do plenty of damage. What I really like about the longbows is that longbows protect longbows, you know? Ooh, my fighters are almost dead. Oh, this is annoying. They're in an asteroid field too. We might lose a longbow. I really hope not. Guess we can knock out those drones temporarily. Okay. Kill the drones inside the asteroid field. All right, we'll be fine. It was a little scare, not a big scare, not a big enough scare. They also have a cannon. Have they shot their cannon yet? They may have, and I just might not be paying attention to that, honestly. I think we'll be okay. 66 scrap. Thank you very much, pirate ship. And we are done. We're gonna go fight the cluster boss. Yep. So we have 430 scrap. Let's upgrade our ship. What do we want? HP. Squadron dock recovery would also be nice. Heat capacitance would be nice. We don't need subsystems. We don't really need weapon slots at all. We could have proximity defense in the hull slot, but I don't think that's going to be important. I think we'll be okay without it. Are we really done? It's a fast run. Faster than the other ones we've done. So yeah, give me heat capacitance, hull structure, squadron dock recovery ×2. The last one only saves 1 second, so I'm gonna say no on that one. Give me a, can't afford that one. 5 hull bars is pretty nice though. Give me a hull support and heat capacitor, can't afford it. Well, just give me hull support, and we'll save the other 40 scrap, because why not? So I will put the proximity defense officer in there. I mean, there's another benefit to do that, and it is repairing. So you might as well, I suppose. We'll go fight the cluster boss. I don't see it being a difficult fight, but you never know. You never know. Big battleship. General Vavar, sir. Ah, at last, the great Admiral Ellis, Idaho. What does this guy remind me of? This guy reminds me of the villain from the end of the first season of One Punch Man. I forget his name. Alas, the great Admiral Ellis, Idaho. At first I thought, no, it can't be. Oberon's favorite in my sectors. He died a hero's death in Ghanima decades ago. But as the reports came in, I knew somehow it had to be true. No one else could safely navigate these stars and dispose of my commanders the way you have. They weren't that hard. And now here you are, not a ghost, but a man. How, Admiral, how? You are an enemy of the people of this empire, General. Surrender or die for your crimes. I guess I'll never get the truth from you then, will I? For dead men provide no answers. One of these days I would like a sector or a cluster boss to just surrender. You could still have a fight, like you have to fight a true villain or like someone who is working from behind the shadows, but I want one of these guys to actually surrender. Yo, 2 plasma nukes, huh? Every 60 seconds, Launches missiles targeting all of your units on the battlefield and dealing 40 damage each. Wow, okay, so this guy just does a ton of damage. He also has 2 frigates and a fighter coming out, and he has 2 frigates and 2 fighters. All right, this is gonna be a tough one. We're gonna want frigates and cruisers out absolutely. And every minute we're probably just going to retreat and heal because every minute we're gonna be hit by 4 plasma nukes and the missile barrage. We're gonna take just so much absurd damage. But we gotta punch our way through his ships and reinforcements first. It's gonna be a little annoying. So we're gonna do something like this. Actually, no, I want the Magneto frigate up here to block this square. Look at how many ships they have! Here they flip and come! This is my Magneto frigate. Send him in. Thank God for these longbows. Like, they just do so much damage. You love them. Here, honestly, it's probably best just to do damage directly to the squads. Now, plasma nukes are incoming. Here, I think what we want to do, obviously, is just spread out. They have a range of 5. Three seconds incoming. Like, if we spread out, it'd be a lot harder for him to actually hit us. He's actually firing 2 plasma nukes right now, huh? What a jerk. He only hit with 1 shot, I feel. So I think we did good. I think we did good by ourselves in our decision making there. So now we'll attack. Weapon offline. It took 3 shots to knock out 1 hull bar. My God, these ships are strong. So now we're going to delay. They're attacking. Fighter and a frigate. Frigate's at full health. I'm just gonna lock him down immediately. Because I need to actually take a moment to get my units back in position. So there we go. The Magneto frigate is making sure that, oh God! Oh, you know what? Targeting all your units on the battlefield. It's not actually targeting all of my units on the battlefield, it's just targeting spots on the battlefield. So if I'm very quick, I can get out of the way. The Magneto frigates might actually die. Why is it gonna take 5 seconds to leave the square? Yeah, well, I kinda knew that was gonna happen. That makes it much easier to dodge, honestly. I didn't think it would do that. I thought it would hit my units directly, but it doesn't. It just hits designated spots on the battlefield. Also, I think we're just gonna win. We'll knock their squadrons offline if we can. We'll send in a Minotaur. And we'll do something like this. Hit him real hard. Here they go. Go faster. How much damage are they going to do on impact? 30! That's a powerful hit. Thank you. They sent a plasma nuke. Who cares? They're dead. For years, I've thought of myself as one of these great heroes of Earth I've read about in their forbidden books. Leaders like Khan, Alexander the Great, Caesar. But now I know I am nothing like them. It could be worse. I could have died never knowing where I stood at all, and a man should always measure his abilities. Let's talk about Earth, because it doesn't seem that important. It just seems like a bit of a side plot thing. Have you not heard of it? It does not surprise me. It is hardly spoken of now. It was hardly spoken of when the Omnis were still on. Those survivalists believed in it. The ones you killed, a planet of blue and green where they believe we all come from. Cautious, Akis, and Imperials alike. I can't say I believe them. I can't say this planet even exists, but I've enjoyed the stories of its great military leaders. Oh, how they were merciless. I see there's much you do not know. Oh, I thought it was going to give me a dialogue tree. I guess not. Lore. Oh, that's what that symbol means. It's not dialogue tree, just more often than not, you get a dialogue tree when you go into lore. Gotcha. Do you know anything about my past? You are a vain man, I like it. But I don't know much, just your reputation, really. That you were said to be the greatest admiral of all time and to have died a hero's death in Ghanima. That is all. I see there is much you do not know. What happened when you went looking for the node? That creature didn't tell you in your brig? I traveled to the location that Dr. Karras gave me, a sector not far from Elysium. I had only my battleship. I couldn't take more without rousing the suspicions of my house. This proved costly. When I arrived, there he was waiting for me, Oberon, surrounded by a battalion of destroyers. Strangely, I did not see you that day, Admiral. You see, it was a trap. The old man had given a false location to Karras. He was smiling. Thought it was amusing. I burned with anger and imagined all sorts of ways of ending him. And what did your emperor do? He did not kill me then and there. No, he made me return and explain my errant ways to the Seven, as if I were a child. Made me tell them personally that as a result of what I had done, our machine quota would be reduced by 20%! Only 20%! We're to become the weakest of the great houses. Not much better than the despicable House Vicarelli. Because of me, you should have seen the disdain in their eyes when I told them. The Seven imprisoned me in the worst Omni-run prison in our sectors, a little more than a dungeon. He could have executed you for treason, you should be thankful. I would have preferred execution, Admiral. I would have preferred it 1,000 times over. Why did you wish to reach the node? Power. For people like me, there are no limits. Enough is never enough. I wanted to rule all, like the great leaders of Earth. But your Emperor never made that possible with his machine quota and all. So, unlike the cowardly lords who came before me, the Seven, I tried to do something about it. Reaching the node would have allowed me to gain an advantage in Omni numbers, and when the time was right, I was going to move in and stomp Oberon. The stars were to turn red with blood. It was all going to be so beautiful. Why did you work with Tetsuo? I never liked Tetsuo, nor he me, but we believed we could help one another. I could defend him with my commanders and battleships, and he could help me overturn the Seven. We believed we could work together to also beat Oberon and House Telos and seize control of all the clusters. But a man like Tetsuo, a man like you, it's hard to see you working together. Yes, and it was always, I believe, going to be a temporary arrangement. Later, with House Telos out of my way, I was going to eliminate House Akibara Sung. No doubt Tetsuo had a similar plan to get rid of me. We were under no illusions there. But our hatred for Oberon was greater than our hatred for each other. It brought us together for a time. Of course, when I learned who Tetsuo's operative was, I decided to cut him out of the plan and do it on my own. With the proper changes to the node, I could increase not only my Omnis, but reduce Telos and Aki numbers as well. That weasel of a man, Dr. Karras, was going to help me do it. I have one regret in my life, and it's not ending him when I had a chance. I should never have listened to Londa. Did they know, the Lords, the Seven, did they know your plan was to conspire with Tetsuo? Good question, because they could have let him do it, let him take the blame, and then if he succeeded, kill him. Of course not. They would never have approved. They were content being Oberon's puppets, content maintaining the status quo. When they found out what I had done, they imprisoned me, humiliated me, and I'd already been humiliated, so I decided I would kill them. Well, no. I knew I would kill them long before then, but it was at that point I decided their death would be excruciating. The chaos of the shutdown provided me with such an opportunity. They were too busy running around panicking, and they never saw me coming. What happened to the Seven? I killed them. The chaos of the shutdown provided me with an opportunity to do so. I was in an Omni-run prison at the time for my crimes. They collapsed and I was able to escape. The Seven never saw me coming with my fleet. They were too busy running around panicking, too busy being helpless without the Omnis. I made it a point of killing each, and in chronological order. I wanted to kill the old man too, and your ship, which has somehow accessed the folders, was going to help me do it. Who was it then? If not you or Tetsuo, who reached the master node? I have no idea, Admiral, but I am jealous. I would have liked to end the machines, even if accidentally. Now, enough chit-chat. You know what to do with a beaten general. I know you strive to be just like your emperor, but in this respect, I wish you'd rebel and kill me. Rebel. End conversation. Time has come to surrender, Vivar. You know I can't do that. I won't go back to prison, Omni run or not. No. You'll have to do what your emperor didn't. You'll have to end me. Or let the ship blow up on its own. Well, that's the end of our lead. The trail would seem to end here, machine. We've run out of clues and out of suspects. Unfortunately, I believe you're right, and so close to the center of the Empire, too. Well, I mean, we could just go to the Empire and take a look around. But as shameful as it'll be to return to Oberon without having solved this mystery, surely he will know who is behind this. I'm confident we can help him yet and get the Omnis up and running again. I hope so, but I don't understand it. If Ivar and none of our enemies interfered with the Master Node, who did? Survivalists! I don't know, Admiral, how strange it is to find myself saying those words as often as I do now. What can you tell me about Earth? I think we can chalk the idea that it exists up to craziness, just like certain theories regarding the shutdown. Thanks. I still can't remember anything important. I don't think it's healthy for you to keep asking questions about the original Idaho's past. Reminder, 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 reminder. I'm starting to think that they'll never come back. Either something is wrong with me or the rest of the crew, or what, Admiral? I don't know. I don't know. From the beginning, it felt like Kaliban was lying to us a little bit about our memories. So obviously, there's something else going on there. We don't need reminders. We know about all this. Remind me about the center of the Empire. It is, for lack of a better term, the Heartland, Admiral, and when we enter it, no one will desire to kill us. For once. Yeah, right. In its last sector, we'll find Elysium, the capital, and Oberon's palace, where I expect him to be waiting for us. Why are you so sure that Oberon awaits us in his palace? Because where else will Oberon await us? This is where he lives, where his throne and immortality tech are. True, but it's not operational. Seems logical to me. How do you feel about meeting your creator? Oberon's not exactly my creator. He created the machines that created me. I thought I'd explain that to you. But yes, I think it's fair to say that meeting Oberon will be the most important day of my life. As you've learned, Oberon is the only one allowed to have immortality tech besides us, of course. Oberon outlawed others from having the same. What would happen if someone were to try to create their own immortality tech? Ironically, Death, the Pragma, have enforced anti-immortality tech laws for hundreds of years now. Does he need Omnis for immortality tech? I don't think we've had an answer to this question yet. Yes, just like every other tech, but I would have to assume he has some immortality Omnis still available. Otherwise, let's change this subject, because he'll be dead. Who shut down the Omnis, Kaliban? Has your thinking changed? No, it hasn't. I'm as stumped as you are. But I still think someone reached the Master Node terminal, and somehow, whether intentional or not, they deactivated us. Survivalists! Let's return to the Heartland, to Elysium. It will be nice to be welcomed for once. Sir, I'm picking up a ship headed our way. What? Another Kosh, but we destroyed Vivar's ships. It's not a Kosh. It's our ship, the Ennis Odysseus. Is it another clone? Because I haven't died yet. This would be hilarious. No, it couldn't be. He's found us. Who's found us, Kaliban? Don't listen to a word he says, Admiral, I promise you. He's mad. Hello, Admiral, says Ellis, Idaho. Huh? I don't understand. How are you? It's a lot to take in, I know. I felt the same the first time I ran into one of us. He tried to convince me, but I wouldn't listen. I couldn't listen. Slow down, I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm talking about the truth that renders everything else inessential. I've been looking for other Idahos to pass this truth on to. My search has taken me many years. 10, 15, I don't know. Moving through the dark, I lost count years ago. But finally, I found you. Why don't you come on board where we can sit and talk? I'm sorry, but I still don't understand what you're telling me. That's just it. You couldn't understand. You couldn't possibly accept it. The Idaho I encountered couldn't convince me either. so I killed him. He didn't know the best way to convey the truth, but I do. Soon you'll know what I know. Soon you'll see what I see. You'll thank me for this, I think. Their ship is accelerating towards me. It's a suicide mission. Don't let that ship reach us. Fire away. It's too late. He's already here. He knows. This one knows. Yes, we uploaded the other's memories. The other one, he got too close. He knew what he was doing. Yes, we uploaded the other's memories. The other one, he got too close. He knew what he was doing. Compromised, so we shut him down. I don't see any other way around it. We erase this strand and start all over again. It will take years, but 5, 6, 7? Pity. We never gotten so far before. In all our years of trying, and all of our years of sending him and his crew out there and watching them die time after time after time. I believed this Idaho could be the one. I believed our work might finally be over. I believed we might even meet him, Oberon. One folder away. That was all. Still, it doesn't matter. We shut him down and make another strand. A strand that's better. A third strand. Strand C. There were 3 different branches of Idahos. Idaho A, the original strand, when all this started, everything was true. Kaliban sent us to try to get to the middle of the Empire to solve the riddle and turn back on the Omnis. But something happened. They made a second strand, B, which is the one that we've been playing. And when we started up, Kaliban made it seem like we were the first ones. We've awoken you. It's been 20 years since we lost contact with the Empire, and it's about time for us to go do something about it. That was strand B. Strand C is going to be a new third strand. I have to wonder, though, if there are Idahos out there, how come no one seemed to know who we were? Or at least, when we went out there, it's not like someone said, Idaho, I remember you from about 5 years ago. What? I wasn't here 5 years ago. Yeah, you were. You said you were a clone. Kaliban, explain yourself. We can't. Why not? Because we don't have the time to create another strand. 5, 6, 7 years, by that time it will all be over. It's true. They will all be dead. All except him. He was the tech, too. He has the tech, too. Oberon still? It's always capital H, him, so I think they're talking about Oberon. The numbers certainly are not promising. They are not. So we keep trying. Yes. We have no choice. We do not. And if he refuses to go along, he has every reason. You've seen the memories. You've seen what Oberon did to him. Idaho. Executed him in front of his wife for not bombing Ganima. He hates him now, Oberon. Possibly wants to kill him. That's a problem. Oberon killed us. We were not his shining star of an admiral. Maybe that's the story they told. It's a story they did tell. They told it to the entire Empire. Executed us in front of his wife for not bombing Ganima. I guess we refused. The original Idaho, that is. We're not a bloodthirsty killing machine. A big problem. An insurmountable problem? No, he needs us. That's why he goes along. He needs us just as much as we need him. He just doesn't know it yet. Hammer-class battleship unlocked. Congratulations. Chapter 4 completed. Go back to the main menu. Very interesting. We're going to have a little bit of a talk with Kaliban on the next clone iteration here. Memories of None, Chapter 5. So, we did not kill the survivalists. We did see the planet, though. We did come across the planet, which means we refused to bomb them, but someone else must have done it. It must be like a Running Man scenario. You know, we were credited with it, but in a positive way, but in reality, we refused and someone else did it and we got punished for it. There's a lot more complications arising in the plot here. Kaliban knows of all of this, has been refusing to tell us, and has erased our memories as a method of control. To be fair, Kaliban seems singularly focused on reactivating the Omnis. You got to give him credit for that. He's doing everything he can. If that requires erasing the memories of a Admiral clone, so be it. But Kaliban's running out of time. He can't do this for hundreds of years, trying to find the perfect clone with the right memories and balance in order to reach the capital of Elysium. We've got to do it. Everyone's dying. The Empire's dying. So in the next run, Memories of None.